Hello viewers, welcome to another day of another episodes of Superbrands Bangladesh. I'm Najmul Karim Chaudhry, your host for Superbrands Bangladesh today. I'll be guiding you in the amazing journey of the Superbrands who will be sharing their stories with us. Today, we have two brands with us whose journey we'll start with. The objective of the show is to share the journey of the brands who have achieved Superbrands Bangladesh. In the next few episodes, we will also be sharing the glorious journey of the other brands of Bangladesh who have also achieved this prestigious accolade. Superbrands, the UK-based independent authority on branding, promotes the discipline of branding and pays tribute to exceptional brands all over the world. Superbrands is a global arbiter for brands which operates in more than 90 countries around the world. Established for more than 27 years, Superbrands has become the biggest success symbol for brands. Superbrands is successfully publishing a prestigious series of books which identify and pay tribute to the strongest brands in the world. The signature publication of Superbrands Bangladesh shares stories of each superbrand, which is a coveted book for senior executives in advertising, marketing, brand management, and media. Superbrands Bangladesh are selected through a process which involves independent and voluntary panels of experts from a range of backgrounds known as the Brand Council. In Bangladesh, Superbrands for the year 2021 were selected by a Brand Council consisting of eminent brand experts. The objectives of Superbrands Bangladesh is to select brands that have been successful in Bangladesh by virtue of the strong links that they have built with their customers. These brands are considered to have excelled in their particular fields and stand out from the average. Superbrands team then engages with these selective brands to finalize the brands who will be recognized as the Superbrands of Bangladesh. Now I'd like to introduce two Superbrands of Bangladesh whose journey we will be sharing here with you today. With the vision of meeting the scarcity of pure drinking water in the country, Megna Group of Industries launched Super Fresh Drinking Water in the year 1998. A brand takes pride in making Bangladesh proud by producing world-class and safest drinking water. You also have the Palace Luxury Resort, capable of offering right experience coupled with excellence in service delivery to the discerning Bangladeshi travelers, which is at par with regional and international leisure destinations. The Palace Luxury Resort started its operation with a dream to offer a world-class 5-star luxury vacation destination right within Bangladesh. And here I'd like to welcome Mr. Kazi Mohiuddin, Senior General Manager Brand, Meghna Group of Industries. Mohiuddin, welcome to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Very good to see you.
Yeah.
And we also have Tanvir Hassan with us, Head of Sales and Marketing, the Palace Luxury Resort. Thank you, Tanvir, for being here.
Pleasure.
Mohiuddin, I'll start with you in the beginning.
Yeah.
Would you like to share the major driving factors that inspired Megna to start the business?
Megna Group of Industries, MGI, started this super fresh drinking water in the year 1998. You know, this was possible because our visionary chairman, Mr. Mustafa Kamal, actually thought about providing pure drinking water to the Bangladeshi commoners. Millions of Bangladeshis could trust this brand for their health and well-being. When they actually felt the need for hydration, when they are actually on the go, they thought that this particular brand can fulfill their need to remain healthy and remain free from any waterborne diseases. So they actually loved this brand, and over the years, because of the large team that is working for this brand, because of the team that is working in the field, so because of the leadership of our board, so this brand has over the years actually got into the mind of the people and actually positioned is actually one of the loved brands in Bangladesh, and it is actually the flagship brand of MGI. So that's why I think that it is a pride that among a lot of competition, this one Bangladeshi brand is actually thriving very, very strongly.
Now coming to Tanvir, Palace Luxury Resort started its commercial operation back in 2014. Would you like to share the journey from the inception of Palace Luxury Resort?
Yes, it's a great history for Palace. Basically, there are two major components we consider to establish in Palace from the owner side. That's one is pristine nature, so and also the unparalleled luxury. There are two components actually is the more concept of making the resort that you are looking for today. Basically, if I tell you the background little bit of that, our owners, they actually in study purpose, they used to study in Sylhet Cadet College, and some of them are used to working in tea state. So from that point of view, they thought most of the people used to travel tea resort, those who have very strong network. For general people, actually, it was not easy to explore the real beauty of Sylhet, which is historically the tea garden and the huge nature. So doing that sense, they thought we can showcasing something for Bangladeshi people in that destination, which can give the flavor of the vast of nature with the tea garden experience and also the luxury accommodation. Because in terms of accommodation and others, they have seen the tremendous growth in Bangladesh in the economic development on that side.
I'll come back to you later.
Thank you.
And discuss more about it. I believe I have a similar question to both of you. Considering the pandemic that took over our mindset, because we have seen there are huge, like a lot of things happen in our mindset as well in order to be engaged with the brand. What sort of innovation you have actually taken, or what sort of strategy that you have followed during this unprecedented time?
Thanks to the team that we have in the field and in the office, they actually continued their operation during this pandemic also.
Okay.
So if you see that there was a big shift in the way the water is consumed, because there was no transportation, there was no people on the go. But there are people who had emergency, there are people who needed this water even more. So what happened is actually we shifted towards our strategy towards more being close to our consumers, remaining with them to try to understand what is their need. So starting from being with all the emergency operators, the frontline workers, starting from doctors to hospitals, we are actually with them. We worked shoulder to shoulder with them at that period of time. And in 2020, and you see that the things are getting open, things are getting better, and we see that the growth of this bottled water, drinking water category till 2019 has actually come into its own original form. And we can see that there is a stronger sense of health and well-being in Bangladeshis. So they are more cautious about health, they are more cautious about the things that they are eating, they are more cautious about the things they are drinking.
Yes.
So that is actually giving the impetus for growth in this category, and we can see that this category is going to be very, very, very big in coming years. So we are actually, like other years also, we are actually trying to be with our consumers and be with them whenever and whatever way possible.
Great, Mohiuddin. I mean, we could all see, there was an uninterrupted supply of the water. So you guys have done very well. Coming to you, Tanvir, the same questions, because COVID was quite unprecedented and none of us were ready. But we have all learned how to handle this.
First of all, COVID situation is totally very new experience for us. And as a human, we actually did not have any perception that how we're going to face it. So once it's arrived, then everyone mentally very disordered. So our main strength, first of all, from the management side, owner side and associates, we are encouraging each other. So first of all, our major strength, whenever these things came in Bangladesh, then we immediately do all the necessary well-being measure for our associates first, because we believe that if we are okay and keep fit ourselves, then we can come back and do our business. So I can remember during that time when the first lockdown happened in Bangladesh and even in eventually all over the world. So no fear, we have got all the mental strength from the owner side, and we keep all the associates inside the premises. And as you know that we have 100% employees, we are only resort, we are having 100% accommodation for our associates and families sometime over there. Approximately 500 plus employees are living there. So we did not allow anyone to move out from there. We immediately locked down the resort and we maintaining all the I mean, the necessary measure prescribed by WHO during that time.
Mohiuddin, what are the driving factors that you become resilient, or from the very first year when you've achieved it, and from today when you look at the second year, how do you sort of evaluate your journey to the super brand?
You know, when you achieve something, then you have the fear of losing that. Yeah. So from there actually comes the necessity that you have to deliver.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a consecutively second year that Super Fresh Drinking Water is being awarded as a super brand. So that's a great inspiration for the team that is actually working for this brand. It reminds us our responsibility for the commoners of Bangladesh, that we need to be in greater effort for making sure that they are actually getting pure and safe drinking water. So as we claim also the safest drinking water in Bangladesh, because of the process it actually follows, the membrane filtration and also droplet method that they use. So we need to make sure that every bottle, every drop of water coming out of this brand actually remains true to the claim that it makes. We must make sure that we go the extra mile to make sure that our consumers get the right kind of water, and they actually, the trust that they have already put on this brand, we have to remain true to that. So that's a great responsibility also comes with the recognition of super brands. So they are actually doing great job in recognizing and inspiring people to do even better.
Right, great. I mean, absolutely enlightening. Tanvir, coming back to you, how do you evaluate your journey as a super brands, and how would you keep that positioning intact, considering that the other brands are looked up to you?
The driving factors that keeping the same position as a super brand, the answer would be very clear and optimistic from my side. That is, we actually think as a resort, I have seen most of the resort in Bangladesh, they actually providing the service, but we actually feel the brand loyalty. That is the key thing we feel, because actually the repeated guest will bring you the more revenue driven kind of things. But to keep the brand loyalty, it's not easy, because when I say it's luxury, it's very expensive. We have to keep consistent of our product and values of the service, and also the consistency. So consistency in a sense is not the like cookie cutter kind of thing, but through the service from every cycle area where the guests start from the booking till departure, everywhere we have to keep consistent of the service manner. And also in hospitality industry, you know, the travel should not be a plan, it's an experience, it's something adventure. So the people make the difference. So we of course do the personalized service through our service culture, because we already developed a service culture kind of things which is more recognized by the guests, that Palace is specially for this kind of thing.
Thank you. Thank you, Tanvir. Mohiuddin, I would like to ask you a very interesting question. Where do you see that Fresh has got more opportunity as a fresh drinking water for this youth? I mean, would you like to position it more than the cola, or would you gonna see that you need to bring more inspiring story for the drinking water, or you'd like to have a balance between the cola and also the other healthy drinks and the water?
Thank you. It's a very pertinent question, I think. So what is happening is, yes, you rightly mentioned, in today's youth are more concerned about their health and well-being than it used to be 20 years back or 15 years back.
Okay.
So numerous studies have actually shown that. So in order to get to be relevant with these youth, not being irrelevant with these youth, what is actually happening is they have a lot of options when they are actually thirsty. So they are opting for better alternative. So we are also contemplating, and a lot of other players are also contemplating. You will see that this healthy beverage area is seeing a lot of growth over the years. Yeah. Especially in recent years, you will see that healthy beverage has become a talkable term. So we are trying to be relevant with this today's youth. The storytelling that we are actually doing. I would like to share you one small initiative that we are doing. The one research that we found is actually that when you are home, you are having some sort of safe drinking water. Yeah. But Bangladeshi students, when they are going to schools, especially in suburban and villages, lot of schools do not have the facilities for safe drinking water. True. So we are have actually taken an initiatives. We have already installed around 15 in around 15 schools, safe drinking water facilities in schools, so that when the kids are in schools, from the very early period, they actually start cultivating the habit of the knack for having the safe drinking water. So we are inshallah will be reaching 50 schools by December this year.
Great, super brand. Right, I mean, Tanvir, I believe that when we look at the result or a vacation, country branding also come in our mind. How would you position your brand, apparently with the country branding, keeping that in mind for the foreigners or the foreign guests who would like to come over and would like to explore Sylhet and also the pristine nature and beauty of Palace Luxury Resort?
Well, this is very interesting question. To develop this kind of, we tell it actually the inbound tourism. So inbound tourism, actually it's a huge factor in Bangladesh from the government side as well, because if you look at the infrastructure and the future connectivity from one destination to another destination, it's very important. But right at this moment, I tell you, for establishing any domestic brand, first of all, you have to create the awareness for the domestic traveler. Because nowadays we have seen the significant growth of this segment. People used to travel, they have changed their lifestyle because in every quarter people used to travel here and there, at least with the families, friends and from the corporate. So this trend already is going on, but to establish the I mean, for country branding point of things, so it's a massive thing. We have already started. If you see the current government initiative, they already declared Bangladesh few places in a world recognized place. So it's already being started. At the same time, our infrastructural development is going up through, you know, the Asian highways that comes across the country from Sylhet to even the Chittagong and that area. So Cox's Bazar is one of the destination over there, and Sylhet is another destination. So I'm pretty much sure we can attract a lot of foreign travelers in country. So that process have been already initiated, and it will take maybe within next 10 years we will be one of the, I mean in the region actually, especially from India, from South Asia especially, and even from China, a lot of people will be coming and visiting Bangladesh.
Thank you, Tanvir. And thank you, viewers. That would be it for today's episodes with super fresh drinking water and the Palace Luxury Resort from Superbrands Bangladesh. Hope to see you in the next episode with more brands that are near to us and are the super brands of Bangladesh.